friends, they did it to us in Washington again. In fact, they did something with the Farm Bill that we talked about a year and a half ago, right here on the Steckline Report. Hate to brag, friends, but they should have done it then. Stand by. I'll tell you what that's all about in 60 seconds.
I first got started in the cattle business. My wife and my father-in-law got me into it. I love dealing with the animals and being in the outdoors. At American Ag Credit, I know a lot of them are in the same business that I am. You know, therefore they understand what I need and what problems I'm against, so they can work with you on it, and it makes it much easier.
It's been passed down to me through the generations, and I want to pass it on down to the next generation or two.
Announcing the service and maintenance event going on now at Straub International, your genuine Case IH parts dealer. Receive from 5 to 10% parts and labor discounts with any inspection. Schedule a tractor inspection for just $315 or a combine inspection for $400. Inspections available for all major pieces of farm machinery. Plus, for a limited time, get half off hauling. Straub International now features the Case IH 330 Turbo Robo Sharpener system to bring your turbo blades back to like new condition. Visit any of our 7 locations for the Straub International service and maintenance event going on now.
Well, folks, they did it. They stopped at least part of the car going over that fiscal cliff. The U.S. Senate and the House voted to raise taxes on wealthier Americans and, more importantly, to agriculture, extend some portions of the Farm Bill. That's right, just some portions. The portions they wanted. I was kind of hoping, friends, just to be honest about it, I was hoping that they would be so much at each other's throat that they couldn't stop milk prices from tripling at the grocery store today. Now, why would I want that? Why would I be so mean? Just to show the American public what kind of goofballs we've got in Washington. But oh, they're smart enough to stop that because they knew that would kill them, because a bottle of milk affects almost every American in this country. So what did they do? Well, they wishy-washied around. They raised taxes, didn't cut expenses at all. We're still going way down the drain as far as balancing our books is concerned. And for those of us in agriculture, here's the kind of extension of a farm program that they came up with. It doesn't provide any disaster aid for farmers. Provisions were removed at the last minute that would have funded disaster aid for livestock producers, fruit and vegetable people that went through terrible situations. The Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, he's the guy that really didn't agree with the disaster aid or a new safety net for dairy producers, and boy, the dairy producers are really up in arms. In fact, the Milk Producers Association president said that he was so disappointed he couldn't even believe it. It's a 9-month extension, by the way, of the Farm Bill. It's not an extension forever. He said, the president of the milk producers said it's a devastating blow to the nation's dairy farmers. After months of inaction, he says, the plan that passed as part of the fiscal cliff package amounts to shoving farmers over the cliff without providing any safety net below, especially dairy farmers. Well, on tax provisions, folks, as far as the Farm Bill is concerned, I really don't know what's in and out of it. Take the Farm Bill, throw it in the trash. That's what I said a good long time ago. Now, unless it has something in there, and I think it does, that would keep, I hope they didn't mess with the insurance part of it. And so if we still have crop insurance as it was in the past bill, we're A-OK, folks. That's all that bill was ever going to be worth anyway. So let's keep that in mind. On tax provisions, though, we as agribusiness people, as business people of any kind, have to remember a few things. Taxes would be permanently raised to 39.6%. Individuals earning more than $400,000 and couples earning more than $450,000. The estate tax, which is so important to agriculture, that's the big thing that we want to concentrate on. It's set at a $5 million exemption for individuals, $10 million for couples, with a rate that's increased 5% from 35 to 40. The $5 million exemption will be indexed for inflation too, and so this one really isn't that bad for us, folks. I think I could live with that. And I think most of agriculture could as well, but it will affect negatively some. Capital gains, And dividends will be permanently moved from 15 to 20% if your income's above that $400,000 threshold for individuals or $450,000 for couples. So if you're selling any land, you might want to check about that. There's other things in there. We'll talk about them later when we can really read the fine print. And boy, you'll have to do that to find out exactly what we've got there. But thanks for joining us here on the Steckline Report.